So we've run into a lot of issues with clients, obviously with all the consulting and other work we do in terms of irrigation issues. And a lot of what we found obviously is that irrigation, whether it's operation or even just in terms of strategy, is a huge limiting factor for us up here in the Okanagan. And so we've really been looking for a solution because I'd say 90%, quite literally 95% of our clientele or just people we talk with have issues with ranch. We're seeing it get ripped out all over the place. And it was interesting when we went down to California. I would say maybe literally 100% of the people I talked to, and some of these are big companies, had ripped out ranch, and they even preferred just going to manual over having to deal with the issues. So we've been looking for a long time and even started developing our own system to see what we could replicate and find a better solution. And that's where we came across these wireless valves with Lumo. And so I just want to real quickly show you kind of why we're excited and why we feel like they finally hit that sweet spot. So the first piece is they actually built a sick valve. Like the valve itself, right here, you've got a built-in flow sensor. You've got a pressure sensor, which we're about to thread in. Here we go. So you have a built-in pressure sensor that goes in there, which is awesome. But the valve, it's a diaphragm valve. The valve itself is awesome. It's on its own, a high quality valve. So that was one of the huge pieces to us. We had our engineer, we had farmer clients looking at this and going, okay, this is a quality piece of engineering. And that told us that they'd actually understood one of the huge problems is it's not just a wireless technology, it's actually having a rugged piece of equipment that can operate. So we were really impressed with that right off the bat. The second piece is the wireless components. Again, we do a lot of network stuff ourselves, and obviously it's a huge challenge out here. And so seeing especially how they kind of built that network was really impressive. And then the last piece I would say is, first of all, two last pieces. Part A, it's easy to maintain and manage yourself. Again, we're obviously providing support on that, but it's not something that you're locked out of. They want you to be able to fix this yourself in the rare case that something happens, or even just a small part needs to be replaced, wears out, whatever. And the second piece we really liked is they understood everything's gonna fail. You know, even your just manual valves, at some point they need to be replaced. So one of the really cool things about these valves is you can just operate them totally manually. If the network goes down, if you lose power, they'll keep operating on a schedule. And again, it's just super rugged. We're really happy about these. We're excited. We're putting in almost 200 of these valves right now. And so it's a really exciting piece of equipment that we think we're gonna see all over the place. Cheers.